And special guest, you about to learn everything you need to know about everything you need to know. Man, I even had to buy a new pair of glasses after watching the show. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all do it on Facebook, Instagram. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. So stop wasting your time watching other podcasts. It's only
Yo, what's up? At the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is? It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of money, he literally sleeping with other people. So, like, this is a story.
This is the best podcast in the city.
Thank you.
I'm not pandering.
You know what I'm saying? And they take vocals and, script and they
So living on $2.
You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat. Into it.
But I also met
Team, they know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have make sure like Snoop Dogg, he's an icon in all facets of life. Biggest icon in the world. But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like
no more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip of a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on students and everybody. Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. Finally, we went to White and Pimp.
There's two cats. No, you can hustle on many ways. There's two cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on, Wall. He's the realest niggas out there.
You already know.
Like, for real, like, this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman. And I know if I know my woman.
Smart Dummy!
Let's go! Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I am the host, Anthony That Dude Johnson. And always gonna be somebody at this table with me. Today we got LV the Great in the building, Callie Cal in the building. We got a special guest because she's no longer a guest. She's a co-host. She goes by the name of Aos a la JoJo. We appreciate you for coming through, Queen. She's officially a cast member. She will be joining us on Tuesdays, maybe a Friday. She's available. We appreciate you. Welcome to the team, JoJo. How it feel?
it feels great. I feel like I'm fit.
Yeah, you do fit. You fit with the team. We got a female version of Leland. That's what I think.
I think so too.
We just gave Leland a teammate.
That could be okay.
We just gave Leland a teammate.
This is it.
Let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Glitter Bombs. Glitter Bombs, they specialize in tumblers, custom tumblers, cake pops, candy grapes, personalized gifts, t-shirts, and more. Shout out to Glitter Bombs. We appreciate you.
She sent one?
Yeah.
Shout out to the CMOS ladies. I'm sorry. Shout out to the CMOS ladies. Mother Nature is a way for us to supplement. Moss Ladies dedicated to providing premium CMOS gels and other supplements products at an affordable rate to the general public. It tastes great. It's great for you. And some benefits include lower inflammation, regulated hormones, blood pressure, diabetes spikes, increased stamina, fast growth of hair, nails, improved mold, and decreased decreased irritability.
No, that's true. I'm telling you, CMOS definitely gets you rock. It's like Viagra. CMOS is like
for the woman though. Now I don't know nothing about no irritability.
No.
That has to do with
CMOS literally helps with your sexual stamina, your erections, and all that stuff. I know this for a fact. I've been blowing.
Pause.
Let's get to the show.
Improved digestion, fast recovery after workouts. Tap in with the CMOS.
Yeah, you definitely get energy. I take 2 teaspoons a day. I drink it with water. You're supposed to do it on an empty stomach, but I'm going to tell you right now, it does help with the digestive system. So you would immediately, after eating anything like grains, bananas, or anything like that, you would have to go to the bathroom.
That type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm on my health kick, man.
Switching up. You ain't seen it, man?
Man, I don't eat fried foods anymore, man. I'm telling you, I have to support my lady because, like I said, I literally I used to feed her fried chicken, shots, greens. We're eating healthier. We don't eat a lot of fried foods. We eat like baked chicken, things like that. I'm like mad at my diet now, but I know it's for the benefit of her because, like I said, she was healthy before she met me, and then I had her gain. She gained weight from the foods we were eating, and I have to support her and her journey because it is my fault because I don't have the same genetic genes that she has. So I'm just making sure I do my part and making sure my baby eats. Make sure y'all check out Unapologetically, Pandemically Us next tomorrow. It's every Wednesday.
Watch that show, man.
It's every Wednesday.
Watch it.
I
Have you been posting it?
No, one episode.
One episode.
One episode. Unapologetically, Pandemically Us. Y'all making me want to show. Y'all making me want to show. Let's see here. Let me show you real quick. This is what it looks like. We do it every Wednesday, Woman Crush Wednesday. Check out the Unapologetically, Pandemically clip. Here we go. I mean, bro, why are you walking in the
He's
middle of the
waiting for a
street?
flood to come. Do you see how high his pants were?
You can tell.
So that's the actual clip, man. Shout out to my baby, man. She know what it is. Benton said, Leland, that boy different. Listen, so all right, so let's start off like this, man. I want to take a quick second. I really have to get this off my chest because a lot of people don't know. My mom's been in the hospital. She hasn't been doing well. And like prayers, if y'all can give us prayer warriors, I need y'all, man. Please pray for my mom. She's going through a hard time in the hospital. I just been keeping it cool. We canceled Friday's show due to my mom's health complications. But I thought it was only right we get back live and get back to what we got to do. Because life definitely keeps moving. Whether I wanted to or not, I still have to go to work. So why stop doing what I have to do here? Right. You know what I'm saying? So how you fellas week been?
Oh man, beautiful, man. Cut the grass today.
You look about 2 shades darker.
Oh yeah, man. Get time of year, man. Get outside.
Did you cut
stay
the
outside,
grass?
man? We stay outside. Man.
JoJo, so shout out to you for joining the team. I'm happy. Like I told my lady, I said she's beautiful. She has a brass opinion. She's opinionated. She's perfect for the show. And like I said, I don't like the fact that you and Leland think the same. Y'all are the Kevin Samuels. They are the Kevin Samuels on Facebook.
I think so. I don't know why he doesn't see the similarity. It's okay.
Please.
I want to tell you this. So many people getting a lot of opinions about this fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people on your neck about it.
That's cool.
Get people
Right,
something
get
to talk
them.
about.
Yeah, that's how you know
Give
they're
them something to
something.
talk
So
about.
you know they watch.
Why do we gotta be controversial? Why do we gotta be antagonizing? Why do we
I
want
like that.
Why do we want to antagonize the audience? Is what I want to ask you.
Oh, so
I
what?
don't want to.
So what?
And shout out to my cousin. My cousin said, "I love your opinion."
That means
You
you
always,
watching me.
my cousin.
Keep
All
watching me.
these stupid ass
Don't
women
watch
shows
TV.
that them
Watch
marriage
LV.
shows and all that.
Let's get straight to it.
Don't
Let's
watch-
get straight to the first topic.
Don't
All right, so
watch
I was talking to my guy,
Watch
and
LV.
my guy was asking me. He was like, "Why aren't our women brought up and raised to be marriage material or want to be married?" And I was like, "Damn, I didn't really think about that." But when you said it like that, I definitely think I don't know the statistics. Leland probably would know more than me, but I definitely think that the statistics when it comes to black homes. A lot of families don't get married, and a lot of people don't get married. So I was having a conversation. Who was I talking to? I was having a conversation with my homeboy, and he was making a bunch of excuses. No, I was just talking to my guy. He in the joint, and he was like saying how like I'm not gonna marry this person. He ain't gonna marry this person. I'm like, but they all sound like excuses because he just happened to have somebody that I know personally that's been with a woman for like 10, 12 years, and I'm like, she deserves to be married. Like, if you spend your time with anybody 5+ years, they deserve marriage. Like, I knew right away I wanted to get married because, like, I was in high school, I had a kid by her, I knew I was going to get married. And I've never held no punches when it came to getting married. And now, granted, I went through a divorce or whatever the case may be, or going through a divorce, but I still know I made the right decision because every woman should want to be married. And I think that I said I had a clip the City Girls, when Lala asked Puff Daddy the question, and she basically said, "Are y'all together? Are y'all official?" And his response was, "You gotta keep in mind, this is a black couple. This is a black man with a black woman, and they're both pulverizing celebrities." And he said, "I mean, she cool. I mean, but this is what they're feeding."
Oh, that's that old school player.
No, this is what, no, it's not. I know a bunch of old school players that's happily married. So
Sure, but
what's your opinion?
I watch her show. Her show is Carisha Please. She likes that setup. She said that she doesn't like a man all up under her. She wants him to go off and be with other women because she wants her space. She wants to go be a city girl. So she don't want to be exclusive with Puff Daddy. I mean, like, I think that's their setup.
yeah, the Puffy is way different.
That.
We ain't all giving her a boost like Puffy giving her.
Yeah,
she probably straight with that boost.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And whatever attention she get from him is an added extra. But we ain't Puffy.
There's a lot of women these days that just don't want to get married either, though.
Shout out to T-Ray, man. You know, she lost a child, and not to get somber, but she said her baby girl, she gave a shout out to my mom, and she's praying for me. I appreciate you for saying that, man. That means a lot to me. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like when it comes to this like marriage situation, we are not taught to. Like I'm raising my son to be a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like I am. I'm teaching him. Like his girlfriend came over. We had a barbecue. I grilled for them, and his girlfriend pulled me aside. True story. She pulled me aside and was like, I didn't know how cool his dad was, and I was just like, you know what's even sadder is like, since me and his mom split it up, I don't see my son as often. But I was a full-time father. And now I'm having to try to be a full-time father in a different home, and it's hard for him. He's adjusting to it. And she was like baffled that he had this good man in his life that he never really speaks on.
But also, that's not just the split though. That's also him growing up.
Yeah, he's 21 years old.
Independent, so he don't want to come to daddy for nothing.
No, he comes to daddy for everything.
Well, I'm just saying though. That's probably a little bit of his independence that's sort of separated.
Yeah, but it made me feel good though, because like, remember I was crying about meeting her, not crying literally, but I was like, I want to meet my son's girlfriend, and she's fucking beautiful. She got a good personality. And she's the polar opposite of my son. He's like my son is like emotionally. I don't know what it is. Like I tell him, he's just like his mom. He's just like emotionally dead inside. But he's such a good person. Like
that's good.
Yeah, like he just like he don't really talk much. He's not really that verbal, but he's like, I don't know, man. He's different. He's like Wednesday, from the Addams Family. He's like super like.
I got two responses.
Yes, sir.
First one, as we're gonna revisit this. What's today? And we're gonna ask him that same question 5 years from now. If you think that she's super funny, dope, all of these things, to marry her, or anything.
You know what? I'm a great person. I'm a great people reader.
Yeah, I know, and not because. No, like how can you know in some hours? Yeah, you don't know. And not even get on that. Not even get on that because then I want to touch on the other part.
Like and share,
because you said that you're teaching your son
how to be a husband. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, but how can you teach him that when the women are being taught to be wives? Which is what we talking about now. We saying our women.
I taught him how to be a man. I taught him how to be a good person. I taught him how to treat a sister.
What that have to do with dealing with somebody that's not being a husband? No.
There's steps to the shit. There's levels to the shit, right? You got the 9-month-old, right? One day you're gonna have to teach him how to walk. Next day you have to teach him how to talk.
Negative.
Next day there's levels to the shit.
That's negative.
That's
negative. He's watching. No, he is watching. He learned by watching.
But I'm saying like you're gonna teach him how to, like your sister, she's walking across the street, hold her hand. You're gonna teach him how to be a man. Then you're gonna say, then he get a girl. Like I said, my son got a girlfriend. So now it's my job to say, you're supposed to pump her gas. You're supposed to, son, she shouldn't be taking out the trash. Take the trash out.
Right, don't be no weak ass dude.
Yeah, don't be no, but it's still teaching him like morals of being a husband.
That's the difference between being a strong man and also working towards being a husband. Especially nowadays in 2023, these little dudes, who's to say they want a wife? Who's to say they want a house, a big fence like we did growing up? You know,
I feel like you speak vicariously to the younger generation. I'm just gonna keep it a beam with you. I gotta call you out.
All right,
because you're speaking vicariously through the younger generation instead of saying this is the way I feel.
Oh no! Just because I know there's more than one way, and you said you're raising him to be a husband, and I'm like, how do you know this little dude wants to be a husband? Have you talked about it? Have you told you?
Because I teach. All right, so I'm answering the question. I'm teaching him how to have a family, create your
I
own family.
understand that, but have you talked to him about it?
All right, so
You lead him in the right direction.
I'm teaching
I hear
him how to
what you
create a
feel is
family.
the right direction.
For example,
But
we've had women on this show before, right? JoJo has shown her loyalty to us by showing up, by bringing us topics, by being charismatic in the chat, making sure even when she wasn't on the show.
more than me and Lena.
Yeah. My fucking point exactly. So you create your own family,
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
She's proven to me enough to where okay, I'm gonna let you in this door.
She ain't playing.
Now, you can jump off the bridge if you want to, but you have to break that shell, which she did, and now I'm like, okay, JoJo, you're on the show. You deserve a spot or a seat at the table with us men. So when I teach my son, I'm teaching him how to create his own family. Don't rely on, because I'm struggling with it. Like I'm having real family issues right now with my mom being sick, and I realized like none of my cousins, I'm just gonna keep it a being. I'm not gonna say too much about it, and I'm not gonna make it too personal. But none of my cousins have reached out to me, called me or nothing. But I've had plenty of friends, white people, black people, actual random friends, JoJo, that has reached out to me and checked on me and asked me if my mom, and even T-Ray, her daughter passed, and she's in the chat saying that she reached out to her daughter to pray for us. Like, I create my own family. So I'm teaching my son how to be a man and how to create your own family, how to create your own generational wealth. Now, I want to leave him something when I die. So I'm working on that as a man. I'm working on making sure my health is right, making sure I get life insurance, making sure I do things to where he don't have to worry about burying me. Yeah. But it's still a bubble that you're creating. Like I said, it's like teaching him how to hoop. You got to learn the first basis of life, which is dribbling the ball.
No, it's great because I think that's one of the biggest things. Because about marriage, honestly, I don't know how I feel about marriage because I don't see too many happy married couples in my life. How many happy married couples do you know? And I'm not trying to put you on a spot, or I'm just saying how many married couples do you know? I don't.
What do you mean? All right. So what do you mean by
that? That's just the Disney story. They're living in fair.
I'm glad you said that. There's this white man. Can I say
it doesn't have
There's this white man that came to the store. I gotta say, you can say what you're gonna say. There's this white man that came to the store. He said, "How you doing today, buddy?" I said, "I'm good." And then he said, "Yeah, I'm doing all right." He's an older guy, and he was like, "Doing all right." Wasted 43 years of my life. I was like, what do you mean you wasted 43 years of your life? He said, been married for 43 years. We just shouldn't have worked out. And then in my head, I was like, what the fuck happened? Like I said, I was married for 21 years almost, okay? I was happy. 87% of the time. So I told him I didn't waste 20 years of my life.
Right.
Me and my wife getting a divorce, but I still had love for her and she deserved to be married. So you don't waste your life.
I was about to say, focus. You know what? I think that needs to be put out there more. Okay, it's a divorce. It's not working out. That's horrible. You know, you didn't plan on that, but you did have that time. You know, that time wasn't wasted. You got kids out of it, beautiful kids. You know, strong, beautiful, smart kids. You know, so it wasn't wasted. The divorce is, you know, of course, it's not pleasant, but enjoy that time you did have. You know, and
then moving on to our new adventures in life, she learned what I needed, she can give to somebody else, and I learned what I should have probably done for her, I can give to somebody else.
Well, now that the expectations are lifted off of both of y'all expecting stuff from each other because it's separated, hopefully y'all can get along. You know, hopefully that could be a beautiful friendship to help raise your kids.
Go ahead, Lee.
Man,
you can't wait to talk.
Listen.
Go ahead, Lee.
I got a couple of things. To your point, we can't teach nobody how to walk. Until an individual neutrons connect in their brain, it doesn't matter how many times you show them. You can't teach nobody to talk. Now, they may mimic what you see, what they're seeing, but they cannot walk until the neutrons in their brains connect.
Are you taking some?
No, I don't know. I'm taking the real angle.
No, you can't teach a man.
I taught my kids how to walk.
No, you didn't. You thought you did, but you didn't. That same way, did you teach him how to point that thing when you want to shoot it up in that woman? I guarantee you didn't have to teach him that. I guarantee you didn't have to teach him that. And so now, are there some things that can be mimicked and that you might want to show? Yes. But can we? I don't believe that I can teach a man to be anything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who it is.
Here's some of those comments.
Hold on. So I want to touch on what Brandy said. And she said,
how do you be taught how to be a wife? To my point exactly. You don't.
Yeah.
You can't. And so that's the same way. There's some women out here who believe that if they cannot conceive a child, that they're not even worth of being a wife. And so there are different.
Were you
things
taught how to
that
be a man by your father?
Absolutely.
So
I didn't have no father.
It's the same logic.
My dad died.
But
My
it's
dad
just-
died when I was a kid,
Right,
and I
here we
didn't
go.
have no other men that came in his life that fulfilled
And
that
he's still
role.
here, growing
My
up.
father, my father taught me how to be a father, and so the first man learned how to walk from somewhere. He didn't learn from another man.
I don't understand.
Another man learned how to walk from somewhere.
So you didn't teach you're not teaching your sons how to be a man.
I can't.
You can hope for the
Because
best,
being
man.
a
I
man
promise
is
you.
subjective.
Hope for
Because
the
if a
best.
man sitting up being a sucker, thinking that you sitting up watching 3 out of 4 marriages end in divorce, and you gonna teach your kids that, you bugging. If you gonna teach your kids heartache, heartbreak, and you sit up and watch,
That's called life.
and you watch,
That's called
my
life.
point. So you teach them, don't involve yourself in that. That's life. The realities of it. 3 out of 4 relationships out of marriages end in divorce. So you gonna teach your kid heartbreak, tell them that you know what you signing up for, 80% of that gonna end
I'm
in
gonna
a
teach my
failure.
kid that if you putting
My
thing,
ass.
that thing up in a
Pause.
woman, you shouldn't
Pause.
do it with no intention.
Paul, come on, man, stop that. The
That's what
earth
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
be here. The earth, you wouldn't be here. The earth wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here without that concept. That is the first commandment of man.
This is why church
is
folk
to
gonna
be
watch the show.
proactive.
This is why
This
church
ain't no
folk-
church. I'm talking about
We're talking
man.
about man.
And so without
But
me,
okay, so what do you object to? Because he
I
was saying
object.
nature does a lot.
But
is what
he's
saying.
given this ideology of a scientific fact, but we're speaking on the basis of
What did I
humans,
say scientifically?
not neurons.
It's because
Hold
you
on.
specifically said you taught your son how to walk.
I'm saying I
Hold
taught
on,
my son how to walk.
Mother,
but okay,
Y'all
but
try-
you say that your
y'all
son,
say-
hold
take
on.
that from
But
him,
you
so
say
I
that your
feel
son
like
have a
I get it.
personality of Wednesday off the Allen family, and you're not that same person.
Yeah.
So if you taught him this stuff, how do y'all have 2 different
Because
personalities?
his mom is that way.
But it's not
So
just y'all,
then
and
it's
we gotta
not
start
you.
thinking that it's not just me, it's not just you and the mom.
Yeah.
It's what about grandma?
Oh,
What
yeah.
about great
You said that about
We're not
genetics and shit
saying,
like
so
that.
it's
Yeah,
not just
all the way down the
us.
line.
We do
What
that
about
by
peer
mistake,
pressure?
man. Now we can push them to be like us if we think that's the right path to live, but they ain't
Somebody want to read some of these comments?
person.
Well, I got one thing
Yeah.
to say. What about peer pressure? And they still talk about adults of you being common amongst your peers or accepted amongst your peers. Come on, man. The society creates a
I just
narrative.
don't like the fact that when you say you ain't teaching your son how to be man.
I
That's-
can't. Because nobody taught. You can't teach a man how to be a man. Because some men think sleeping with the
But
most
you-
women is
but
the way.
that's why we
Some
gotta
men
be
think
right
that.
now, like
But
that.
isn't
some
it?
men
All right,
think
so
that-
not
some men
taking a
think
jab at
getting
you.
one
Not
wife
taking
is
a jab at
fulfilling
you.
thing.
Not taking a jab at you.
You can't.
Just asking an actual factual because you
Go
said it
ahead.
yourself.
Come on.
Do you feel that way? Do you feel that way? And like, I love you like a brother, you know that. But do you feel that way because you didn't have a father?
No. Listen. I had no father, no Will Lakes, great dude, good dude. Only looked at him as Will Lakes. Never looked at him as my dad. Never looked at him as nothing. Looked at him as a human being, a man. that
All right,
was
so
taking
what if
my
you had a
mouth.
father? What if you had a father now?
Nothing. It wouldn't make me change the fact that I've been in a 30-year relationship with my old lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Every
Nothing. I ain't never seen a 30-year relationship before that.
Yeah.
I see my mom in and out of them. I see my friends in and out of them.
Right.
I've been in and out of them. So I don't know what I am, who I am, based on my own merit, based on my own judgment, based on what I see.
You don't think your community molded you at all? Your homeboy?
Hell no.
It's nature versus nurture. That's
Hell
why it
no.
is science, because what's in your nature is just how you were
You
born, no
is.
matter what, and how you're nurtured is what you're taught. Nature versus nurture is a real thing. Some people in their nature, no matter what they were taught, they're going the complete opposite way, no matter what their father instilled. And another thing, I never heard one husband say, "Oh, I'm married because my father taught me how to be a husband. I found a woman that I wanted to marry, that's why I'm married." Like, you can't teach them, like, it's either in them or not. That's what Brandy was saying.
Where did you learn to
Either
be
you
married?
want to
Where
or
did you
you
learn
don't.
this
No,
family
no.
union and bound from?
No, I just seen my dad and my mom get married, but I could also say this. I also see my mom and my dad fight a lot. Okay, and what I mean by is learned behavior from what you see is eventually years past. Me and my kids' mom, we fought a lot. Not unhappy fights, just fights.
Happy fights.
No, let me explain what I mean. Listen, when I say this about I want to say this about my marriage. 21 years, I was very happy, okay? I was very happy, but we were very, and I hate to use this term because I think that society has brought it on us, but we were very toxic. We were the type of couple that would fight, and then our makeup was to mess around and watch TV, and but we would fight like cats and dogs. So, but I learned that from watching my dad and my mom do it, and then she learned it from watching her dad and her mom do it.
But is that, man, I think even as homeboys, you stick around your homeboy too long, eventually something is going to pop out. I just think there's an expiration date, man, in relationships. Like eventually you become unaligned. Like, I don't even listen to Kevin Gates, but I heard him say some dope stuff the other day. He was talking about how, you can love somebody with all your heart, but you run out of alignment and you just ain't lined up. And
well, now
I mean, what age do you get so in line that you just are who you are?
I'm just saying, I don't, just from my experience and seeing other people and myself, I think relationships might have an expiration date. Because eventually you will start pushing each other away. And once you start pushing each other away, sometimes you can never come back.
I have to say this. I have
but people will stay together just because.
I have a friend that's been my childhood friend, best friend since I was a kid, a baby. I went to go see him and visit him in prison today. Okay, and this is correlated to everything you just said. And me and him had these conversations, and he said, like, me and you weren't doing the same things, but the love. Let me explain it to you. I love that nigga with all my soul. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The love is there, but he was moving. He was a fucking. He really about that shit. And he knew I wanted to hoop. This I hustled, but I was a pretty boy hustler. I wasn't hustling and having to be a savage. Yeah, I wasn't cut like that. So. But me and him speak about it all the time. We had a dope conversation today, and he was just talking about, like, we was talking about my mom, and he was like sad he can't be there for my mom and things like that. But at the end of the day, you can be out of line with somebody, but still love them and reconnect. You understand what I'm saying? So I do agree with you, because I've lost so many friends that I thought was my friends. Shout out to Mike Payne, like people like Mike Payne. Me and Mike Payne used to be together all the time. We're not anymore. But now he's a commercial on our show. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you line yourself up with people. Because yes, you don't have the same way of thinking. But when I was talking to him today, he kept saying, like, nah, this is the way it works, homie. This is the way it works. And I was like, no. I said, you know what you are? I said, the difference between me and you is you're a white and black kind of guy. A no-nonsense, cut and dry kind of guy. I said, it's all gray area for me. That's what separates me from you. I always find a way to put myself in everybody's shoes. And there's people in the world that if you're not in my shoes, you can't relate to me. And that's who he is. He's the type of person. Nah,
he's universal like
I
went to Dallas all of a sudden. Mike walking me in on stage and everything with the homies. Well, man, he's universal, man.
Well, this time I'm gonna put it. How I perceive it. People that want to get married is the people that never been married. And you ask people that's married, they tell you never get married. Just like the people with no children. Always want to have children. All right, so and then you ask the people with children, and they tell you, "Don't you have no children?"
So tell me this: should I ruin my girl's proposal here?
No, because
she can't stand Leland's opinion. I'm planning on getting married.
Okay.
I'm planning on getting married.
It's for you. It's for you.
I'm planning on getting married.
But if you ask somebody that's married, they might tell you don't.
But you just said that. I'm telling you that's not real.
So with your age group,
how can we your age 3 out of 4 marriages in the divorce?
How many men want to get married at your age that you know personally? Like how many men at your age group, same race, everything, want to get married? 1 out of 10.
First off, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't the woman that she is.
Exactly.
Because she was morally in line with me and what I wanted to do. But I will say this: how many men want to die old and alone? Like I'm watching my mom right now, and not getting emotional. I'm just saying, how many people? Because we all talking this shit now until we in that bed by ourselves and nobody to care for us.
Now I'm gonna answer that. Well, it depends on the individual. Yeah. I believe that I would never be in the bed. And I'm gonna use some real spells. I have a 75-year-old mama I just got off the phone with. She's sitting up talking about her boyfriend calling her jealous because he went out of town. She's in town. She's sitting up she's 75. And you know what she told me? She said, I know I can't do nothing. She's like, I know I can't do nothing with no man. I know I can't do nothing. They know we can't do nothing. but we playing, we having fun. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, stop that. You know what I'm saying? And so
I hate when old people tell me that. Like, one of my pet peeves is, to be honest with you, because I think it's toxic. It's like this old dude came in the store not too long ago. He was about 60. It's like, me and my girlfriend about to go. You got a girlfriend?
I tell you that my mom had. Listen, my mom they had 3 boyfriends, 3 long-term relationships in her life. 20, and then this last one now. And so no, my mom is social. Yes. My mom is sociable, and so you got people that are doing. Mama, I watch my mom. You feel me? And you talk to my mom today. She funny. She witty.
Right.
She, you know what I'm saying? She's laughing.
Well,
She's sitting up watching the game with her boyfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sitting up talking about the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers. Again, the only way you die on alone is the same people who ain't got enough friends. I have generated enough bonds, mended enough relationships that I can't believe there's no way what I do from here to the day I die, that I die alone.
All right, so I want to say this.
Myself.
So the thing that really put me in the space I'm in now that I was able to get a divorce is I said to myself, do I really want the person at my bedside that just called me a bitch ass nigga last night? Right? I'm just telling y'all the facts. And like, she is exactly who I thought she was. My mom is sick, dying. I didn't get a call from her. I didn't get a message from her. Now imagine me having cancer or something like that. Yeah. So I'm telling you, I had to choose to find somebody that was going to be in line with the way I wanted to be loved, because like we so think we have an idea of what a relationship is, and we get in them because that's what's happening. Like I said, yes, we had a good relationship when it came to marriage, but she was also like, there's certain things you should never come out of your mouth. Never.
So you know what? I want to cut you off right there because you're sort of contradicting yourself.
No, not at all.
Because you just now finding out what you want though. So your boy.
No, I knew I wanted it.
But your boy is half your age, and so right now he thinks he knows what he wants. Hey, you should get married. That's a good girl. You should keep her. 5 years down the line, even he's going to be like, damn, I don't want this. I don't like this. You know,
I don't feel like you should waste 5 years of your life.
You are just now finding out through all your life experiences, relationships. You just found out what you want.
No, I
think that happens as we get older.
I don't think that I found out what I wanted. I got what I needed. There's a difference. So let me break that down.
Either or, you still found out what you wanted.
I'm saying that she, since day one, told me and showed me who I was. Okay, and I'll give you this example, and I'll leave it alone. So years ago, she wanted to kick me out the house. We was living with her mom, and her mom was like, "You really want him to go?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I can't stand him. I want him out of my house." I got my stuff. I'm taking it to the car, and all of a sudden, "Don't go."
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying by that is, for years I thought I always treated her as the don't go woman. Like, she talked a good game, and I thought that she would always be there. Now, like I said, this is no jab at nobody. She always showed me what her character was. I just believe it was one little ounce in our relationship that I really mattered. Okay? And what I want out of my new relationship is, you have to reassure me, because and reassurance is great, but we have to reassure each other that we're here for the long haul.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, man, that is just toxic behavior. If you tell a motherfucker to get out, mean that shit and stand on it. That get out, to me, I think that is the most toxic shit you can do to somebody. Is pretend like you want them to walk out that door and then you really don't want them to. Right. If you want me, say it. If you love me, say it. I don't want your ass. And inside you really do. No, because I'm telling you, once you start, because as black men, let's be honest, Leland's living proof to me, because he has, on the show, he has told the truth in circles. He's not really telling the truth. And this is why my cousin said I'm great for the show. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Let's get to the next topic. We've been on this long enough.
He just said here and said I was lying.
Did you see myself? We gotta give a shout out. We gotta give a shout out to the sponsors real quick, man. Shout out to Glitter Bombs. Yeah, we're gonna get you one. Yeah. Shout out to Glitter Bombs. I gotta talk. Shout out to Glitter Bombs. They specialize in custom tumblers, cake pops, candy grapes, personalized gifts, t-shirts, and more. Make sure y'all check out Glitter Bombs. Shout out to Moss Lady.
Shout out to the Moss Lady. This is one of the natural ways for us to supplement. Moss Lady is dedicated to providing premium sea moss, gel, and other supplement products at affordable rate to the general public. Tastes great. It's great for you. Some of the benefits include lower inflammation, regulating hormones, blood pressure, diabetic spike, increased stamina, fast growth of hair and nails, improved mood, decreased irritability, which is important.
Man, we losing viewership reading that shit.
Discretion, faster recovery after workout.
Let's
get to the next topic. Next topic. Corey Holcomb came out with a video. Corey Holcomb came out with a video basically saying, like, can we stop feeding black culture? Feel free to chime in if you want to, because you sitting on that couch with so much patience. You want a seat at the table?
I have a lot to say, and I've actually been wanting to speak since you started, but I'm going to let you finish, and then if I need to, I can touch on it later.
Okay. So let's check out Corey Holcomb, what he said about black television and what it's doing to our people. Let's watch.
Black men dancing behind the devil, twerking, and all that awful on TV. Can we stop doing that? Can we bring back shows like Teen Summit, where brothers and sisters are sitting around talking, trying to come to some type of conclusion of what's good? Because we already know what's happening in the world. When are we going to get some people bold enough to make black television representable and helpful to the people? Not the that we watching. You want to go through BET's programming and you want to tell me that's there to help black people? No. We can't keep doing this, man. If that's what you gonna do, you really just destroying the race or helping destroy the race. So make sure that programming for the children to watch is some programming we could be proud of.
All right, so that's what Corey Holcomb had to say about what's being fed to black culture. He said, can we stop having men twerk on the devil, which he was speaking on Lil Nas X. Can we stop feeding and can we bring back Teen Summit? And JoJo, we was talking about this clip before the show started. I just want you to say what you said because it was definitely on my plate to mention. But say what you said earlier about what Corey Holcomb said.
Oh, like about people being spiteful. Okay, so no. What was it?
It was you said that's what the show is.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what your show is. It's putting out the good,
our show, the
good black, environment, relationship, all that.
Yeah,
topics.
Well, we want to be good black TV, and we want to give people game without feeling like we are trying to feed our culture bullshit or even toxic masculinity or anything like that. This show is a platform just like Teen Summit and just like positive black shows, because like the community, especially like I said, the black men in the community, mentally, they need a space to where they can understand conversations between a toxic motherfucker like Leland and a reasonable guy like myself, and a light-skinned pretty boy like Cat, and a light-skinned pretty boy. Yeah.
Hey,
you read that all wrong.
Now, to my point, well,
this is Corey Holcomb. Let's talk about
Corey Holcomb. Now, again, I see it as some more people throwing their hands, throwing stones and hiding their hands. Now, Corey Holcomb is definitely inappropriate, definitely raunchy. His stand-up is definitely inappropriate. To some, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love him to death.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites.
You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't all peaches and cherries.
Corey Holcomb.
But could he have moments where he's like, all right, so that's
after you get rich. But let me land.
Like old girl with the bathroom tattoo.
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Oh, I'm done.
Right.
$30 million.
So I'm gonna land real quick.
She said, "Get your money and get out." That's what she said, though.
Well, because this is what I see is going on, and we can start. If we're gonna keep it in comedians, we can start with Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox, on and on and on and on. You had people pushing the envelope, people deciding what is this, what is raunchy, what is entertainment, what is appropriate, what is inappropriate. You had Two Live Crew sue the United States government because the United States government said, hey, no, you stop that. What you're saying is inappropriate. What you're saying is rude. You cannot say that on
That's
there.
why it's split to the explicit lyrics.
They got that on there. So now that the envelope been pushed, now everybody's saying that it went too far.
It is too far.
And so when people stepped in and say that's too far to Luke Campbell, he sued to say no, it's not. When the people stepped in and said no to NWA, they sued
I don't feel like you should
to play
compare
their music.
NWA to
Entertainment is entertainment. So Corey Holcomb now complaining about a platform that Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, all of them black comedians push to what's acceptable on air and what's not acceptable.
But Corey Holcomb comedy is not like Kevin Hart's comedy.
No, it's not.
No, okay,
it's
so
way
no.
You're talking about leaving big screen 85-inch TVs in front of your baby mama house, somebody can break in your baby mama house. Or you talking Corey Holcomb.
All right, so
or you talking about pulling up to Planned Parenthood or pulling up to Planned Parenthood, talking about getting abortions, and then talking about playing 50 cents, and then play 50 cents on the way home, talking about woman, you the only killer. So his comedy has definitely been.
All right, can he have a change of heart? Can he have a
change of heart?
No, but all right, I don't want to stay on Corey Holcomb because he took that weird ass angle. Let's speak on
angle. What you want to talk about?
You want to talk about the man that said what he said. I want to talk about the substance.
And I'm talking about
said.
people pushing the envelope, and now we want to complain. That's what I'm talking about. Victims doing the shooting, and then want to say why y'all shooting back. So that's what I'm. Fuck Corey Holcomb, not to cuss. No, I'm talking about. I said Luke Campbell, who pushed for them lyrics to be on the rap album.
Yeah.
Who pushed for them videos that you see on BET. We talking about
I gotta read
all
this
of the people.
Shout out to Miss Bailey. She said the people that own BET have a goal, have an agenda to make black people look a certain way.
Please.
No.
With that, dog. We ain't got to do that.
The real, I'm just being honest with you. I made posts about this. Is it weird that we don't never see? Let's speak on this because this is tailored to that. I've made a post about. Is it weird that all of our athletes that are great, like LeBron James, because he's great. Let's be honest. There's memes about him being gay. There's memes about him being soft. There's memes about him being a crybaby. But when you see a meme of Austin Reeves, which is a white guy, let's speak facts. I'm telling you, I think that the social media platforms are really worked by a higher agenda. So Austin Reeves memes are all positive. They're all he's a dog. They're all he's a beast. They're all yes. So
he be balling.
And Jokic, for example, do you ever see a bad meme about Jokic? Right. Do you ever see a bad meme about any white NBA player in the league? I realize that we have to stop feeding ourselves that shit. That's why I don't like to share. I was just a couple days ago, before the Corey Holcomb video, but I'm telling y'all, I'm starting to see a pattern here.
You know what? That's the Shade Room. You follow the Shade Room? Mm-hmm. I think that's run by a bunch of black, different type dudes. That I stopped following that because that's so offensive to me. Like,
could it be run by a bunch of white, different type dudes?
It could be, and that's another thing. We don't know what's fake that's put out here for the agenda, like you saying.
But like Dave Chappelle, remember when Dave Chappelle had that good content? He had amazing content. Dave Chappelle is my favorite comedian of all times. But what happened was, when they started talking to Dave Chappelle like they knew what was good for our culture when it came to being funny, he didn't want to be involved with it anymore. Mm-hmm. We got to understand, BET is owned by a white family.
Bought out.
Yeah.
BET hasn't been the same since.
Well, here go my take on it.
There's no positive, like you said, there's no positive black roles really on TV.
I need a real
I guess it like I was pregnant, 16 and pregnant was real positive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That was for Dusty people.
That's for me. That was for white people.
That was for Dusty white people.
Come on, Dusty white people.
It was
for great white people. It was for them great people.
And they made Honey Boo Boo and them are millionaires behind that shit.
It's for the great people.
All I'm saying is, why is it with black culture? When are we going to get back to the being proud? I don't want to. We need more leaders, right? I almost wore a shirt a couple times because there's a whole shirt out there, and I feel like we're just sitting watching our culture from like the rap music we listen to, the intake that we're taking in. It's all just nigga die, nigga go sell drugs. Nigga be nobody. Nigga, I'm telling you, I'm watching
everything. You cannot listen to black music, man. I was about to say, if I'm playing the radio, man, if you really listen to these words about being hoes, sluts, or
now it's just women. Black women took over the radio market, though.
And I hate that anti-voice, that ratchet voice, that shit.
I'm trying to explain.
I'm saying, but everything is negative. Everything is
but
negative.
only for black people.
Listen,
only for black people.
That's what we
Hold on,
want.
talking about black people are the only people that walk around that sitting up talking about entertainers, is leaders, is something, politicians. These people can't read. These people never. What white people walk around talking about Larry Bird?
I got the clip. I'm about to play a clip.
What white people walk around talking about they entertainers? It's they leaders.
I'm about to tell you, Leland. I got a clip of the comedian that said, like, there really are what you said about there really are black men out there doing the footwork and putting in work. There really are, and they don't get.
Man, I put in the work.
You ain't even educated. You got to be. Listen, these people don't even know political science. How can they be?
But you know what? Now that we've been talking about it over and over,
some of these people can't even read.
Man, we got to put in the work ourselves, man. You got to be the example. You got to show people how to get their show started. You got to show people how to get their own business going because you already got one going. You know what I'm saying?
That's what this is.
Every young black man I meet, even white kids, I love to share what I've learned with them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do this, don't do that. You know what? So it starts with us, is what I'm saying. While we worry about these other people, you know, just because LeBron got millions and millions of dollars, that don't mean he's stop trying to tell that man what to do with his money. Him. You know, what about Leland? What about me? You can reach out and touch us.
But all right, so tell me this: should because what LeBron doing? I can tell you what LeBron doing right now.
You don't know what LeBron doing.
I'm about to tell you.
You have no idea what
I'm about to tell you what LeBron doing.
Charlie got a LeBron book.
I'm about to tell you.
Rigging the NBA.
I'm about to tell you. These celebrities, they're on such a higher scale than us, bro.
Yeah,
that
right.
LeBron sold his soul. They say sold your soul, and I don't mean literally.
They ain't
I don't
no
mean literally.
scale. Why you say that? Why you say that?
All right, so I want to tell you, we got to talk individually. So can I go or you go, bro?
The higher scale part. I understand.
All right, so I'm about to explain that to you. It's something when anybody, even black men, get in Hollywood. Look at Sam Smith. Sam Smith, yes, he was always gay. But Sam Smith was not on this demon shit he's on now. But Sam Smith has made enough money. Look at Adele. Look at Adele. Adele is really just a ploy because what's the dude, the agent for LeBron? What's the agent for LeBron?
I know. The famous one.
Parks, the black.
No, that they try to create a rule for.
Yeah, what's his name? We know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
I can't
anyway,
think of it
so
now.
let me tell you the agenda, and I might really have to start keeping the pistol on me after I say this. Let me tell you the agenda. He's now
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul. He is now dating one of the most popular white women in Hollywood. You know why he's doing that? Rich Paul.
Who he dating?
Rich Paul.
Who's he dating?
He's dating Adele.
Hello?
No, listen.
Get out of here.
So let me tell you.
Nobody knows
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
What's going on with Adele?
But Rich Paul is dating her now. And he's sitting at the front of the Lakers games next to Jack Nicholson with Adele.
What's wrong with that?
It's an agenda.
What?
It's an agenda. Now, all right, so Draymond Green, I noticed a lot of plays in the game. Him and LeBron James.
What the fuck?
Y'all don't want the truth, man.
What is that? You just let Rich Paul.
I'm bringing back Mr. Shabazz himself on here.
We don't know who
I'm bringing Mr. Shabazz.
Hold on. He's sitting courtside with Adele and
some people don't even know who Adele is, though.
So you got to understand what the NBA is doing. And they take our
couples?
No, fuck no. I'm in a fucking interracial couple. So I'm
there's no interracial couples?
I'm trying to explain to y'all that there's an agenda. Rich Paul was being disrespected by white corporate America.
Right.
So what he did was go get one of the.
How do you know he didn't have the baddest white women and the white guys were mad? What about that?
Adele definitely ain't one of them. Not even close.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Even close.
I agree.
Adele is not a top woman
as an entertainer?
What?
or image
saying top
wise?
white
I'm
woman.
talking about
You know how
image.
much one of her
Adele was
tickets are?
300.
we're not
No,
talking about, like,
now
records
as an
money.
entertainer,
Yeah,
I
he's
love
talking
Adele.
about-
It costs $1,200 to see it.
Now, I love
next
Adele.
year.
Now,
What are you
now,
talking
hold on,
about?
now,
That's
hold on,
the top elite.
I agree with you.
Hold on.
But I think it's an agenda.
I'm talking about.
What's the agenda though?
The
That,
agenda, like for
so
example,
you saying he's doing that to spite the owners?
No, I think
I'm
that's-
going to get one of yours.
no, not that at all. It's the complete opposite.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to explain to you, same way with Draymond Green. I noticed that in the game I was watching, him and LeBron James are like really good friends.
Right.
I think Hollywood has an agenda. I think Hollywood takes our athletes, our icons to us, and they show, all right, so this is what we're going to do to, like even LeBron. The Lakers is terrible. Terrible. And I'm telling you that LeBron is now working with Hollywood to where they like, all right, you want to be one of us? Are you gonna rock with what we doing over here?
He took Kobe's shoes because Kobe was starting to do that, and he feels
Kobe was not doing that.
Kobe was different level.
Kobe got
was different.
killed in a helicopter crash because he was not for the agenda.
Right.
Can I
Right.
touch
That's
on
what
what
I'm
you
saying.
said?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, you've been on
Let me
something,
touch on what
dude.
you said.
I think I'm going crazy.
So
Hold on.
Kobe was the real one, knocked him off. Here goes LeBron, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's still real, but it's something.
And I
fishy
guarantee you, there's
about
some white
LeBron.
guys
This
sitting
is
in
something.
corporate America right
And that's
now
what Kobe
and told
was doing
LeBron,
corporate.
we get you. The debate is, you're not considered one of the greatest players because you don't have enough rings. I'll tell you what, Bron. And this is Magic Johnson talking to him, by the way. Come to Hollywood. I had AIDS for 30 years. And I'm healthy as an
I'm saying that was a lie.
billionaire.
So
I'm saying
let me respond.
I'm telling you, it's deeper than if once we stop thinking like I said, I scroll through Facebook and I see a meme of a white person. It's always dope. A meme of a white person. Hezbollah, the little
Who
kid.
is that?
The little
The
kid.
little Russian
All right,
dude?
now talk about Hezbollah. He's my favorite character right now. But he's also doing great things.
What?
No, time out.
But you
He's
support
my-
the stuff that you say you don't.
No, but I'm trying to explain this. I'm trying to explain this to y'all. I noticed that I never seen a bad meme about
it's
a
always
white
good.
person. All I see on Facebook
But that's your friends though. That's your friends, right?
That's your
friends.
algorithm.
So if you were a white guy,
show me your algorithm. Show me a meme of Austin
Hold on,
Reeves
time
being
out.
I'm saying
trash.
I have mostly probably I have a lot of black friends though. You know that shit.
I have a lot of black friends.
I'm saying that I interact with mostly, you know. But I'm saying if you were a white guy that only interacts with white guys, they would be making fun of white boys and making
My
fun of
point
black
exactly.
guys. You know,
So y'all blaming it on the algorithm.
No,
like
hold
the white
on,
people
no,
agree.
It really is. It
I got
picks up
two
on
things
what
to
you're
say.
looking for.
I want to touch
We can
on.
get it in, whatever.
I want to touch on the LeBron thing. Now, black people, as a general, has a natural rebuff response. So once we start seeing too much go on, Bronny, next to Michael Jordan, he building prisons.
That's so ugly.
That's so ugly. Now, whether it's true or not, if we feel like it's somebody being too Hollywood, we will automatically pull back from that person. It's just you have LeBron haters, you know what I'm saying? Just you have Jordan haters, Kobe haters. You have all of these haters, but you have people that love Matt Barnes.
Right. Known for being rough and rugged.
Yeah, it's something
And I'm
weird.
glad you did that because I did it what Kobe did.
Yeah.
I did what that just shows I got that bubble in me.
That's because
I got
Kobe
that
was
bubble
gonna
in
come
me.
next after that motherfucker. He gonna drop that ball and dip my ball. But no, but seriously, go ahead.
We didn't get no comments in today. We can't do that, dog.
You went off on a whole.
We got to get as smart as dumb people family some love.
Our entertainers were
You went to
leaders, activists
168
Ali.
corners.
Well, it was just great men. They realized what platform they had. And Muhammad Ali just happened to be a great man. He realized what he had with who he was. And
What
he
they
pushed
said.
that. She was just saying back, Carisha Bailey. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Back in the day, our entertainers were leaders and activists like Muhammad Ali.
That's true.
And that's what I'm saying. That like LeBron is missing that.
But you said Muhammad Ali. That was okay. That was in the '60s. Name 4 more entertainers then.
But I'm saying
That's
like
the one. That was the one.
Yeah,
That's
but
special.
we
That's
need
the
more
one
Muhammad
to be
Ali. We
honest.
need more Muhammad Ali. We need more Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's. We need more
What about
Russell. What's Russell that passed number 6?
Can I answer that, please?
Russell.
Russell, you talking about Russell?
One of the most
Bill
Bill
Russell.
Russell. He was an activist. activist. Yeah.
Hold on. Can I touch on that for a moment?
Bro, where the fuck you mean? He died like 6 months ago.
Wow.
And the Celtics got the number 6 on they wearing the 6s on the jersey.
Oh, is that what the 6 is for?
Can I touch on that? Can I touch on that for a moment? There's one big reason our entertainers and our athletes are paid by white people. And so
they got a head start.
They
That's why.
cannot. When you see Muhammad Ali did that, he was trying to derail that man. They accused him of military drafting. You know what I'm saying? He's probably only the one of the people that even got took.
I'm not even free here in my own country. Fight for y'all. I'm not fighting for you. I'm not even free in my own country.
It's a big difference.
Right.
It's a big difference.
That though. But
they got strings on there.
But listen,
that when them strings get to pulling, the same way y'all seen with Kanye, when he got talking about that he was an Israelite. Now he got talking about how you gonna be a billionaire? Then 2 weeks later, you no longer a billionaire.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
The crown is too heavy.
All right, but
I don't even want to put that weight on.
The crown is too heavy, but let's learn.
I wear my own crown.
When you watch us, this is going to be a positive black environment to where we're trying to give game to all races, and from a standpoint of regular civilians and understanding the culture. We're not here for money. We are not here for clout. We are here to give game and give reality, because, like I said, we miss it sometimes.
But yeah, I'll be cutting you off.
No, you
want to talk to me about?
You
good. Man, we can talk. We can get in with that. But anyway, yeah, man, you're right now. I forgot what I was supposed to say now.
Brandy said Kanye West and Lakers. Hey guys.
I love Kanye.
Who said Kanye? Yes.
That's AI, man. That's some fake.
And I love Brandy too. I love Kanye.
What she say?
He can wear them leggings.
Yeah.
He really do got a mind on me.
Hey,
He really do be on.
Hey guys.
I know.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians. Listen, smartest dumb people. I want to give a shout out to everybody that was in the chat tonight. I want to also say, make sure y'all give some prayers for my mom, man. I really, really would appreciate it. Please pray for my mom, because it was hard for me to even have a show tonight. LB, you got anything to say before we get up out of here? Cal.
Hey man, I
Peace,
love
love,
living,
and
man. I
hair
hope
grease.
y'all do too, man. You got something heavy on your heart. You beefing with somebody, let that shit go, man. Ain't worth it. Like I said, we ain't promised tomorrow. A lot of people ain't here no more, man. You know, so it's love living.
I like what you said, because my mom, I haven't talked to my brother in 5 years. And my mom wanted us to be in the same room. And my mom was really, really sick, and I gotta get this out. And my brother was sitting there with my mom holding her hand, and then I walked in and he was like, "Mom, me and dude in the same room." And my mom woke up and she was like, and we hugged and cried like babies, man. It's a moment for me to remember, and I do genuinely forgive my brother, because I realized, like I said, nobody has really been there to see my mom, but my whole family is fighting, and I'm like, wow, we really are fucked up human beings. And I'm telling y'all, that's what I want the Smartest Dumb People to be. Is I want it to be an outlet for all black people, all races and creeds. I just want people to be able to come on here and be vulnerable, be authentically yourself. I want you to get game at the same time and understand, like, we're human. You're welcome in our show at any point in time. You're welcome on our show at any point in time. This is a platform for people to be vulnerable, emotional, and not be like Leland. So as we're about to head out of here, Smartest Dumb People, y'all have a great night.
Hey, yo, what's up? Have you seen the Smartest Dumb People podcast?
Yes. Are you dumb?
I'm getting smarter just thinking about it. Politics, sports, your mama, whatever. The